I'm Cynthia Hash, as I introduced myself before, Keller Williams Realty, Seniors Real Estate Specialist, and MD preferred member. AgingYourWay.org is a spot where you can go to for the Caregivers Library. Most of you are actually in that. I give you free advertising if you want it there on the local tab. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit about seniors and so forth, and I'm going to pass this around too because I have some brochures and business cards and whatnot for the Caregivers Library and for KW. So if there's one thing I can tell you is in this realm, and believe me, I do all ages and so forth as well, but in this realm, it is special. And the reason it is because there are certain needs that seniors might have. As everybody knows, this is aging in place after all, okay? So what I like to do is offer consulting at the beginning. And sometimes people think, wow, your house is your biggest asset, so therefore you're going to get all this money when you sell it, okay? Well, sometimes if they have gotten into a situation where they're doing, instead of doing a reverse mortgage, okay, they might be doing something such as a, like a HELOC, okay, a home equity line of credit or something. And oftentimes that might not be the right thing to do. Sometimes I catch them when they've already done it. The SRES, the Seniors Real Estate Specialist, is actually, and let me just give you an example, this is only a part of the education that goes into, the extra education that goes into getting that designation. So as realtors through the NAR, not everybody can call themselves realtors, but this goes through and tells you a little bit about it. I'm handing out those things so that I'm not going to go over slide by slide exactly. But the designation does require extra education, extra expertise. We are made aware of the different generations and how to, communicate. Because sometimes we're dealing with multiple generations, as everybody in this room probably has done. You're dealing with adult children, adult grandchildren even, things like that. So there's a lot of different aspects to this. And you certainly don't want a realtor who the first thing they do is say, here you go, sign here, let me throw a sign in your yard. It might not be the best thing to do. So then I might be able to refer, and this, again, the reliable referrals, some of you, okay? So that's what I get that, that's the local tab on the AgingYourWay.org. On that local tab, a lot of you are there. If you're not, let me know. So again, my goals are to educate the person that I'm sitting in front of in regards to real true numbers with respects to the market. Which, by the way, there's on the back of this presentation, there's some teaser numbers for how well the market's doing right now. So yay. And basically the strategies that come along that are required. What I try to do is keep up with the trends. I usually send out quarterly reports. So if you want to be on the email list, just let me know. So it allows you to see for you and your patients or your clients or whatever. It allows you to see a little bit more of what the market is doing. So also, a lot of people don't even know when I'm sitting down with them, they're scared of the taxes and the capital gains and, things of that nature. And I can help them out a little bit, at least describe where their situation is, and I might be able to help them with that as well. And if I don't know the answer, I know all of you. One of you is going to know the answer. Also, there are certain aspects of, and Holly's helped me out with this, and so is Doris, where in regards to real estate and how you end up having to quote-unquote sell the real estate, if the real estate has to be sold, there are a ton of guidelines that you have to go by in regards to how that will impact Medicare, Medicaid especially, and so forth. And I'm going to breeze through this because we probably don't have much time. I'm watching you, so or you're watching me. So in regards to finances and government, all of that stuff, it can get really complicated. The thing is that you want to make that, as we all know in this room, you want to make that personal connection as well. So if you don't have that personal connection and that person cannot connect with you, they're not going to believe a word you say. So you have to learn how to deal with each generation as they come along. And there's a whole slew of education on that. And there is I do have a constant resource as well. And also I can do the research. I do help folks. I do have all the resources. I do try to understand everyone's needs. Everybody's needs are different. Check this out, okay? If caregiving is stressful, okay, but I thought I'd pop in a couple of smiley ones as well. But I'll be honest with you, when I got involved with the Caregivers Library, it was after my grandfather passed away, and he had Alzheimer's for 14 years, and my grandmother took care of him most of that time. There was a lovely Mormon lady who took a great deal of care with him in the last couple of years. But I will tell you, if I had that resource, she would have been better off. My grandmother would have been. That's the Caregivers Library. So make sure that you're on there. These are all the tools that are on the Caregivers Library. So I'd like for you to check those out. Okay, it's on the PowerPoint. I don't have time. I've been waived. And so all of these are on the Caregivers Library. Again, if you're looking for someone who can help you with your clients, let me know. And then also, I'm smart enough to know that you're supposed to point it this way, but it's just. That's woohoo! So thank you.